Welcome back to the Ski Legends. We're talking to Ed Rogers, a legend from Bath, Maine, and man, is he a legend in ski racing for sure. Ed, tell me a little bit about the book that just came out, A Town Started by Ski Bums.
Well, I lived and worked in Sugarloaf ski area up in the northwestern mountains of Maine, and we were a ski town up there that had a population of about 30 people, one student, and it grew and grew and grew. And it was a big resort. It had lots of condominiums, lots of private people that had houses around the valley, little A-frames.
Sure.
Yeah, I bought one my first year up there. It was a one-roomer, like a motel room almost.
Right, typical 70s vintage?
Yeah, even earlier.
Really?
Before they had motels, they had cabins.
Right.
Joe's cabins.
Yeah.
Some guy bought a bunch of them, moved them up to the ski area.
Okay.
So I bought one with a friend of mine. We paid $750 for it.
That's remarkable.
We skied out of that the first year. It was about a 5-mile trip from the mountain to the base lodge to the cabin, and then next year we remodeled it and expanded it, and spent $2,000 on the remodel. And we had parties. There were people that went there every weekend. It became Sugarloaf became like a really in town where everybody knew everybody.
Sure.
We were so far away from everywhere else. You had to go through 20 ski areas to get there if you came up from Boston.
Right.
So everybody knew everybody. It was a great place.
Ski town.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
and there
amazing.
were some characters.
Yeah.
So I was up there about 3 years. I was teaching and coaching basketball at the high school.
Okay.
Maybe an hour away. And I'd go up on weekends, and then we'd party and have a great time. And then there was an old barn that was made into a 10-room hotel with a big bar and restaurant. And it went under, and I ended up talking my old man into signing a loan for me to buy it. I think I paid $40,000 for it.
Okay. Man, those were the days.
Yeah, we opened it up and it was called the Red Stallion. It was an old red horse barn because of a big lumbering company.
Okay.
They used horses before crack.
Okay.
So anyway, we brought in some rock and roll bands, and we had a wild night. Wide open bar, big, probably get 400 people in there. And then it grew and grew, and I started working for the ski area, their marketing, and trying to get more people to come to Sugarloaf.
Right. Right. Now, and you expanded. You had other entertainment venues all over New England.
Yeah,
didn't
well,
you?
in Maine. I
In
did
Maine,
have one
okay.
in Waterville Valley, New Hampshire, for a couple of years.
Okay.
Mainly we were a Maine company.
Right.
We ended up with up to I think we had 11 at 11 maybe.
Wow.
5 or 6 at one time.
Wow.
But,
I was a ski bum back in the late 70s, early 80s, and I spent a lot of time in bars like that.
Yeah.
Never frequented yours, but the Wobbly Barn and all the places in Vermont.
well,
were the places that I
the
went
interesting thing about it was that we would. I'd go to these other ski areas just to get ideas. I honestly say I don't think I ever had an original idea. I was told.
Okay.
Yeah. We went. I'd go to Killington. I got to meet Jack Gare, started the Wobbly Barn.
Okay.
And the Pickle Barrel.
Yeah.
Charities.
Okay.
And I got to be really good friends. And then there was Bobby Brown, I believe it was, up at the Rusty Nail.
Yep.
Stove.
Yep.
And so we got a little thing going together. We started circulating the bands 1 week here, 1 week there. And we had some really good bands over the years.
Well, I used to do the Marble Night promotions. So in between breaks with the band, I'd go up and do trivia questions. And
Really?
it was back when we could give out samples and T-shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff. So I've done the Wobbly, the Pickle Barrel, all of those
There was
places.
Fat City down in Mount Snow.
Yep.
Flew to Five Flies in Stratton.
Right.
Manchester.
Right.
And
Right.
There was one called.
Oh man.
There was one North Country Fair in North Conway, and there was another one over in Laconia. I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
But we all knew each other. We were all kind of the same type of guys, kind of wild and crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Red Stallion became a little bit more wild than all the rest of them.
Right.
And we had a bunch of bartenders, and they all had nicknames.